What is up, guys? Fat Plug Oil here. Last time we did absolutely nothing. We talked to some people and that's about it. Yeah, so I don't really know what's going on here. We're gonna talk. By the way, Dad, is it going to be alright if you stay home stay at home like this instead of going to the guild today? You haven't been there for a couple of days now. Unfortunately, I have a lot of paperwork to sort out. Well, you don't worry. I'm carrying big enough workload that the guild's not likely to fire me anytime soon. That's not exactly the most convincing thing I've heard come out of your mouth. Alright, cool. Alright, so if I press the X button, I'm using the Xbox controller right now. It opens up this menu. Like I said, I was going to go over these menus. Equip. She has that on, apparently. What does she have? He have dual dirks. Alright, he's like a rogue character, I'm assuming. Alright, what is it? I have no idea what any of this stuff is. Of a map. Alright, oops. Tactics. I have no idea what any of this stuff is either, so I'm just not gonna fuck around with any of this yet. Option. Conspiracy. File. Okay. I don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing. If I press RB, it opens up this. I'm gonna screw around the buttons here a little bit. X is that. Alright. What's in here? I'm gonna go grabbing a bunch of shit. How do I grab stuff? I'm assuming that's like A. Alright, where am I supposed to be going? Alright, let's hope we're going the right way. Oh jeez. Where am I? I'm scared. I'm gonna get in combat. I wanna poop. Where am I going? Alright, what does this say? North Roland, 49 Selge, South Gruin Gate, 25-9, 259 Selge. West Bright House. Alright, that's where we live, is the Bright House. Alright. I guess we're gonna go up here. Actually, we have a map, don't we? We're supposed to be going. We're supposed to be going where... This map does not make any sense. I'm assuming we're there. What's the zoom in button? Is there... No. Zoom in. Go. Zoom. Some Zimbabwe. Alright, I'm lost. What the fuck? Where am I? Alright, we're gonna go up here. I'm assuming this is the right area. It looks like we made it in good time. Not too early, or too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today is our last day of training. Truth be told, though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why you'd expect to get away with any less effort. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Alright then. Let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Shakira rather. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Shakira at the Bracer Guild over there then. Over there? That's very general goods. Alright, let's get a layout. Arms and guards. Ooh, there's guns in this game. Bracer Guild. Cool, cool. What is this? Orbital something? Herbal tea? Orbital factory. Alright, I have no idea what that is. We're just gonna go in here. It's time to fuck bitches up. Alright, new character. There you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Morning, Ana.
Adol.
No. Good morning. Is Shakira here already? Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. Alright, cool. Upstairs. Is there any way I can change it to play as the dude? I like Joshua better. Not being sexist or anything. I like his Charizard. Oh, Scara and Charizard the same person? What the hell? The Star and the Hanged Man. The Hermit and the Magician. And last of all, inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Shakira. Wow, I need to get that right. I keep saying Shakira, and I should not be. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. This is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since it's my last day of training, I figured, why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today in every way I can think of to make sure that that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of the information in your head instead of letting it dribble out your ears like it usually does. Wah! Joshua, Skara's picking on me. Don't worry, Skara. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything, her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an orbment. Alright, is that what the orbment store is? To use an orbment with some practice, eventually, probably. I guess there's not much I can do now except hope for the best. Yeah, I guess she sucks. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive. I described all your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Skara, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? No, that's just wow. Ugh. Ugh. I cannot do things. Now that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to intercept. But that's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. Alright, get to do some combat now. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. Oh jeez. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. Oh jeez. Alright, what would I like to know? Orbments. Orbments are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbital energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on the structure and the type of quartz or processed septium installed. Although it's only been about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products of weapons, magic, and even airships. Oh boy. In connection, this technology reform is commonly known as the Orbital Revolution. Okay? Bracers. Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. The Bracers Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the Bracers in each region. Okay, Liberal Kingdom. The Kingdom of Liberal, in which we live, sits on the western half of the Zimmer continent. Close enough. Alright. And abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent and is known for its high level of technology used to develop orbments. Orbment technology has also been a key pillar of support for Liberal in protecting its independence as it has contended with neighboring nations. I need to stop reading, this hurts. 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by the Arabian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive, but thanks to Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. Alright, that's all. Let's see. Since we've got a mountain of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Sakura? How say is practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you will be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if it was a real bracer job. So what you're saying is, there won't be any studying at a desk involved? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes, that's seriously just what the doctor ordered. What did your doctor order? I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at a desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have at it. Whew, alright. Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you will be performing. But before that, there is something that we need to give both of you. Aina, are you ready? Or are they? Oh, yes they are. What? Alright, you two, go get one for each of yourselves. Alright, what am I getting? These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. Bracer notebook. Bracer notebooks serve as the official way to record the status of your current jobs. Okay, so it's like a journal. Also, anything you may hear or anything that you may find and where. These kinds of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood. Crap, this sounds like it's going to be a pain. I can agree. Oh? Please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there were two. Keeping an accurate account of events is an important duty for all bracers. So, get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over by the door, you can see that there's a bulletin board standing there. Yes. Okay. First, I want you to go and check the job description posted there. By selecting the job, okay. Let's go on this side. Training, okay. This training will involve searching the sewers beneath and bring back the contents of a chest. Okay. Confirmed on the bulletin board and other important events will automatically be recorded in the Bracer notebook. Bracer notebook can easily be found by clicking on the Books tab on the Items menu. It can also be accessed by configuring a Bracer book shortcut to button at the configuration menu. Very good. It looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a Bracer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty for bracers. Alright. Man, all this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style. Agreed. Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I always have to be more motivated. Had a change of heart, have you? You betcha. Well, before all that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on your next task. What will we be doing this time? We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Metal's Orbital factory and learning about how to use its services. He has graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay. Alright, let's go. Alright, here we are. Alright, let's go. Jesus Christ. Oh, my frames are gone. Here's where you will learn how to use Orbital Factory services. Come on, where'd my frames go? Why did my frames just randomly drop? At an Orbital Factory, you can modify your orbments and synthesize support cores in order to use the Orbital parts. Wow, that. Arts have a wide range of effects, and if mastered can be extremely helpful. The bracer business is a pretty risky occupation, so the guild has had a long-standing relationship with these horrible factories. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the expert. So, Mr. Melders, if you wouldn't mind taking over from here. No problem, leave everything to me. So what is it that you would like to know about? Alright. Orbmans. Orbmans are mechanical devices which exhibit an array of effects through the installation of various types of quartz. It sounds like magic. By definition, that means that lights, airships, engines, and so on are also types of orbmans. However, the ones we will be discussing today are battle orbmans, which enhance the user's physical abilities and make it possible to use magic. Aha, called it. Fucking called it. Since each orbman is adjusted to match the owner's personal attitude, or aptitude, wow, blah, the structures for these devices also differ for each owner. Simply put, the shape of the fixed elemental slots and lines which connect them vary at any rate. That's the layman's explanation. Wow, I need to pay attention to decimals and punctuation, because I cannot read. In order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. By default, the central slot is open, but the other slots must be opened at an Orbital factory like this. It'll take a fair amount of sepith too. EP, which is needed for magic, will also see a max increase according to the number of open slots. I recommend opening them all as soon as possible. So what is it that you would like to know about? Alright, I'm back. I'm sorry. I got a phone call from the hospital. And then I had to go eat dinner and shit. So yeah, I am now back, and we're going to continue onwards. I don't remember where we were. I think we did this. I'm gonna skip through right here. Magic recharges. Elements, in other words, remember. Energy, sort of in the. I don't think we have done this, but then the mechanical devices. Since orbital arts can be a mouthful, they are almost universally referred to as arts. Probably ought to have been called that from the get-go. There are several types of arts, but in order to be able to use them, their corresponding quartz must be first synthesized at an orbital factory. Orbments are also set up so that once a particular quartz is installed into a slot, the owner will be able to use those arts. Alright. The type of arts one can use also changes depending on the elemental value and the combination of installed quartz. This is really confusing. Basically, if you want to use water arts, all you have to do is install quartz with the water element. Okay, like, simple enough. Why do they have to use all these weird names? In reality, orbments are much more complex than what I've described, but I think this information should suffice for now. I don't like that. So what is it that you'd like to know about? Quartz. I don't really want to read through all this shit. Quartz are circuits made from sepith. Quartz have a vast number of effects and raise the owner's abilities when simultaneously making it possible for them to use arts. However, you will not be able to harness any of these effects until quartz has been installed into a slot. However, there are also fixed slots in which only a certain type of elemental quartz can be installed. This being the case when you synthesize a new quartz, be sure to check your orbment and decide where you'll be installing it ahead of time. So what is it that you would like to know about? Okay, sepith. Sepith are fragments of septium which are dropped by monsters. They are divided into 7 types: earth, brown; water, blue; fire, red; wind, green; time, black; space, gold; and mirage, silver. Sepith can be exchanged for Mira almost anywhere, but at the Orbital factory it can be used to synthesize quartz to open orbment slots in which to install the synthesized quartz. Alright, that's it. Leave. Let's get out of here. Deuces. It looks like Mr. Melders has answered all your questions. If there's anything else, or nothing else, then let's have you both try and use the services here. For that, you're going to need some sepith. Word. With that amount, you two should be able to synthesize a few quartz. Now I want you to begin by first making an elemental quartz that will work with each of your particular orbments. In your case, Estelle, any elemental quartz is okay, but for you, Joshua, it has to be a time. Okay, so he's a time mage. Okay. Normally at a shop, you would be able to exchange sepith for Mira, but for this training, you will not be able to use this service. Mark will appear. The OK button will display a list of options like modify or trade to use. Hello. What was this? Modifies as trade. We have quartz. So you only use this. Speed. Synthesize action 1. Hold on. What am I even doing here? Joshua. Where's this? Is this the starting point? I'm so confused. Alright, so hold on. Quartz. Action. Yes. Okay, now let's try slot. Joshua. What do you... No. Slot can be opened. I need the slot to be opened. Okay, I am so confused. Estelle. Okay, let's start with you then. What is? It's already been opened. What am I trying to do? One. Next. Oh, okay. Wow. I want you to increase the arts you can use. Quartz in your ornaments so that you can use both recovery. Wow, I feel like an ass. Okay. Oh, okay. So I need to give one to her now. Okay, this is... I'm starting to get the hang of this. Quartz. Let's see here. Evade, elemental. Defense. Alright, I'll give her this one. Can I just give... Oh, yes, the slot's sealed, so... Whoop. Ornament. Attack. Boom. Firebolt. Okay. What does he have for herbal arts? Clock up, soul blur. Okay. I think that's good. No soul quartz in your arms. Recovery. And attack arts are divided up between them. The arts and quartz charts in your bracer notebooks in order to figure out which quartz you need to install. What? What? Alright, let's go items here. Ordnance 1, or is it quartz? I have no idea what's going on. Alright, I'm gonna pause this here, and then I'm gonna come back when I know what I'm doing. Yes, I figured it out. I was just being fucking stupid. I just had to put a healing ability on one of my characters. Alright, last of all, I skipped a bunch of parts, which my voice was muted for that part, so I'll be fine. You guys can just read that on your own. Last of all, I'm going to have one of you open a new slot on your ordnance. The more slots you have available to you, the broader range of choices you'll have. Since EP, which is consumed by using arts, can have its max value increased by opening up slots, it would be a good idea to open them all early on. Now, I want you to use this epith and open a slot on each of your ordnance. Alright. Oops. Estelle. Okay, slot 2 is open for Joshua or Estelle. Wait, I only got one? That's it? Alright, now I want to give her give her an attack. Okay. Oops. Okay, this is really confusing. Alright. Okay, cool. This concludes your training here at the Orbital factory. Now it's time to move on to what you've both been waiting for, the qualification test. Pardon? Did you just say test? You can't honestly tell me what you forgot about the test again, can you? Didn't I remind you just this morning? Ha. Now that you mention it, I vaguely remember some sort of talk along those lines at the breakfast table. Sometimes I fear for the future of the Bracer Guild and humanity. Oh well, no sense in worrying about that now. Let's head over to the testing area. Blech. You mean like now? I don't know if I'm ready for. How about a little less yapping, a little more walking? Joshua, help me! Nah. Mr. Melders, Freddy, thank you for all your help. Don't mention it, and good luck with that test of yours. We'll be rooting for you. I'm going to remember that you left me high and dry like this, Joshua. Okay, that's cool. All your training has finally come down to this. Oh, I'm going to move my screen. Oh, actually, I can't. Your qualification test will begin here. Okay. I expect to see you both use what you've learned up to this point. Understood. ... What's wrong, Estelle? Shakira? What now? I was kind of wondering, but is there not going to be a paper test or something? Wait, did it say... Fuck. Did Cassius drop you on your head as a child or something? You just read what is said on the bulletin board not that long ago, right? Yeah, and I even made you jot down what you read in your Bracer notebooks, unless you forgot that too. I'm pretty sure the job listing mentioned searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers. Ringing any bells yet? What a relief. Oh, divine Adios. I give thanks to thee for thy infinite grace in bestowing upon us such wonderful gifts as sewers. So what you're really saying is that you thought it was a paper test. No wonder you were acting all crazy back at Orbital Factory. I can already feel the nostalgia. All these horrible days stuck in a classroom are just starting to feel like a grand memories indeed. I fucked that line up. I'm really starting to wonder if we'll ever even be able to graduate at all. What's wrong with you? Why do you have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to reminisce about positive things? Alright, that's enough jabbering, you two. It is supposed to be a test, so how about the both of you try to at least look a little anxious? Just so you know, though, if you do happen to flunk the test, you don't even want to imagine the kind of homework I have in store for the both of you. Heh, we'll be fine. Just tell us what you want us to do and let us loose. Well, if you're so confident, then how about proving that you're not just blowing hot air with all the results on your tests? Wow, I fucked that up again. Anyway, as you both saw on the bulletin board, this test will be a search conducted in Roland Sewers. Your objective is to retrieve the contents of a chest which has been placed somewhere within that area. The layout of the sewer is extremely simple, so you don't need to worry about getting lost either. However, there are real, living, breathing monsters down there, so if you get careless and let down your guard, you will be sorry. Also, let me give you this before I forget. Tear Bomb. Monster Guide. What's this book for? It's called the Monster Guide, and it's used to record information about monsters and other opponents you meet. Whenever you figure out an enemy's attributes, you should make an immediate note of it in here. Sounds pretty straightforward to me. He who controls the flow of information controls the tide of battle, right? That's exactly what I'm saying. You've really got a good head on your shoulders, Joshua. That's some pretty useful advice. Thanks for the tip, Shakira. We'll put to good use. Alrighty then, let's get pumped and knock out this test. Yeah, let's go. Let's. Don't forget, though this is an exam, we should make sure we treat it as such. Oh geez, here we go. Oh shit. Wait a minute, Estelle. There appears to be a recovery point over there, so we should use it if our HP or EP becomes low. We haven't fought yet. Okay. Alright, first fight. Let's go. Monsters at 12 o'clock. Be careful not to let them take advantage of your blind side. Got it. Monsters cannot be seen from far away. They will become visible as you approach them. The conditions at the start of battle will change depending on how a monster is engaged. Engaging an enemy from behind is advantageous, while being attacked by an enemy from behind is disadvantageous. I feel like I pronounced that wrong. Oh jeez. Battle order bar indicates who attacks first. It starts from the top and moves down. Attack. Hint. Attack an enemy. You may also use it to move if you are using a mouse and click an empty location. The highlighted area indicates the distance a character can move. Selecting a target in this area will move the character to attack. When an enemy is out of range, icon, yeah, that icon there you see, will appear on your cursor. Selecting an out of range target will move the character as close as possible, but no attack will be performed. Alright, let's see here. Let's move the character right there. Actually, she has a staff. Probably should have used magic with her. Alright, let's go. Pow! 57. What's good? Alright, this is in the bag. Boom. That guy's still not moving. Oh, this is really annoying. Yeah, using a mouse is much easier. Let's see here. Can I not? Alright, let's move. This character's moving sucks. Still not going to attack? Alright. Attack. This guy. I kinda like this combat, it's pretty cool. Can't use art. Alright. Well, looks like we're going over here. Alright. Boom! Winning kill. Or hit, rather.
That's that then. Let's move out.
XP plus 10. We got Sepith. Got Monster Bone. Very cool. Alright, I do like the combat in this game a lot, actually. Here comes some more. Depending on the enemy, some physical attacks may be ineffective. Let's use arts, not physical attacks. Okay. Alright, arts are effective on enemies that are good at avoiding physical attacks. Arts also make long-range attacks possible, but they require time to be cast. EP is consumed when arts are used. EP can be recovered by resting at inns, hotels, or by using charge stations and other items, like an EP charge. Okay, fair enough. Alright, arts are effective against foes which are difficult to hit with a weapon, or those on which physical attacks have little effect. It takes time before arts can be cast. Also, EP is consumed when arts are cast. Okay. Let's get on with it. Arts. Aqua Bleed. Let's do a Fireball. Okay. What do you have? Alright, very cool. Ooh, I like that. Firebolt. Right. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, but she's probably gonna be our mage character for the most part.
Piece of cake.
Very cool. Very cool. Alright, I'm actually gonna save this part right here. And that will be the end of this. Alright, so let's save. Overwrite. Very cool. Alright, I'll see you guys next time on The Legend of Heroes. Tales, or was it Trails in the Sky? I don't know. I'll see you guys next time.